Hey again, and welcome to a new video. So I want to play a little bit of Ferocity Grover today. I don't know. I don't play it that often, so I've played it a few times, but I usually play Rampant Blooming or Deep Roots. But Ferocity is kind of a niche pick, I guess. I mean, you could just pick it on open maps, long maps, whatever, and just hope for it to work. I mean, there are some comps probably where it fits better into it, like especially when your team has a backline DPS as well, because then you can kind of stack up with your backline DPS. Like take, I don't know, Victor, Lian, both snipers or Kinasastrix, then you can just stay with them and still heal them, so still have or bring something else than just damage increase. Now in my comp, see, it's a little bit rough. I mean, it's probably general rough because we have 3 supports. Don't really know why. But I don't know. Just yeah. So basically, for Ferocity Grover, there are 2 different types how you could play it. You could play it like I do know, just stay back and I don't know, only or almost only use heals for yourself to give yourself damage reduction, because now I have a lot of damage reduction by loadout after using my Q. But you also could, so then you basically just stay behind and do nothing but spamming your X's, healing yourself, and then you could use your ult to heal your team, but in most cases you also use your ult only for yourself to make sure you don't die or whatever. So I don't know, if you play a different, yeah, I kind of wanted to save him. Don't really need the ult. It was actually bad ult by me. You also could use a normal normal loadout where you also increase the range of your heals, where you reduce the cooldown of your heals and stuff like that. But you play Ferocity, so you basically play a heal loadout with a damage legendary to get out more damage or whatever. So your team needs to play more around your heals. You also you still try to keep or to stay closer to your team, and don't go that far away. It's on maps like, I don't know, Shattered Desert is a pretty bad map to play it like that. It works better on Splitstone Curry, where you already increase or have the extra damage. Even if you don't play Ferocity over range, you're still able to heal your team. So I'm sure you know it, that your damage also increases on range even without playing Ferocity. And on Splitstone Curry, the range is enough to the other side, so to say, to increase your damage. So you could just say you play a heal loadout to keep your team healed, stuff like that, and just play as a healer, but with more damage output. But yeah, I don't know, pretty long talk. To summarize it, just 2 ways. One way, healer with more damage; other way, just DPS Grover staying behind and only healing himself, so to say. The best way, obviously, is a combined version, where I think you want to try to have a good loadout for yourself, to sustain yourself, have damage reduction, stuff like that, but still want to heal your team. Then you probably would put also a reset card for your Vine in when you're getting low. So you could use your Vine to get into your team, heal your team. Then if you get low, you get the reset of the Vine because you're low. So because you usually don't want to use your Vine to get in, because then you're trapped or whatever. Kinda want to start on left side to see if Dredge is pushing or Zin or whatever. So because the mid is pretty, I don't know, pretty easy to call that there are people running, but I just wanted to make sure we don't get flanked from left side. That's why I kind of set up on left side. I want to try to put out some damage unless I get pushed. So now they push me, now I get back, because you you can still abuse the vine bug. I think it's a bug. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to work like that. Even that it's known for a very long time now and it's still in the game, but I think it's not supposed to work like that. But because it's still a thing, you can just wait for the last second and I don't know, vine everywhere where you want. So that's why I wanted to stay in, get out damage, farm credits. I didn't need to farm my ult because I already charged my ult. But anyway, if you don't have it, you would try to charge your ult, obviously. And I don't really want to go in too far, cause then I lose the extra damage, obviously. I mean, I could push up a little bit to make sure I see them or know where they are. I mean, it's crazy how low the range actually is at which you already increase your damage. Like the Ashe wasn't that far away and I already increased the damage. And yeah, I just picked Wrecker because it's Fortress Breaker Ashe. So if you don't destroy it, she probably has it up the whole time. So I don't know. Yeah, just ulting here to be CC immune so he doesn't kill me. That ult wasn't needed to heal, or I didn't use it to heal. I just used it for the CC immunity to make sure he doesn't ult me, because I wasn't sure if my team is defending me. I wasn't even sure if he's playing guillotine because I haven't checked his legendary. So it was just to not die. I basically can just use the cripples whenever on Ashe. I mean, I still should try to cripple her when she gets out, but she receives the full damage when she's charging her battering ram. No, I think that's just a legendary. Her ability, like her movement ability. So she's standing still for such a long time to charge it, then receives the full damage. So she should die when she does it in the whole team. So that's why I don't really need to cripple her when she's charging it, because she just receives the full damage, and I can just spam my cripples for extra damage, because she's playing Fortress Breaker and it doesn't rely on her dashes, so to say. Okay, pretty good here. Nice. Defended. Xin should die. Yes, pretty good. So now they're not pushing mid, or not really. So I wasn't sure where they're going. That's why I kind of looked to the left. I know Zen is coming from left, and I didn't kill him. I want to get out. That was actually lucky that I wired out. I'm not even sure if he just didn't hit me or if it was a bug. For me, it looked like I just wined through him. So probably, I don't know, maybe a bug or whatever. But usually you get just soaked into Zeno. So, I don't know. I was just lucky. I just wanted to get out, or not really get out. I wanted to create some distance between him and me. That's why I used my Vine to get the extra range, get the extra damage, if it makes sense. And actually pretty lucky. I could have ulted, but I was pretty sure that Dredge keeps spamming his bombs, so would have been really dangerous, and I wasn't even sure if I could have saved Torvald. That's why I decided to not ult, because it was too dangerous, he was too low, it was more likely for me that he just dies within the time I start my ult or whatever. So that's why I didn't ult. And I didn't Vine on the point because it wasn't last point fight, so I mean they can push now for sure, but yeah, I don't know, I wasn't sure if I touch that we can retake it or retouch or whatever. And usually you only want to fully commit or try with everything you have, with all resources to touch on the last point fight, because then it matters most. Now we still have the chance to defend, even if they would push it in, yeah, I don't know. You usually won't commit with all your resources on this point fight. Only would do it on the last one, so to say. So it should be easy to, yes, hit the grog. And now, see, now I kind of want to push a little bit more to my team, because I feel like they a little bit struggling or whatever with heals. So that's why I decided to play a little bit closer to them, because the enemy team is still playing on range. See, I could still do increase damage to the Resh because he was further away. So that's why I pushed up to my team and wanted to heal them. And I can't even remember. I think my main healer was also dead. So it's not okay. I think I have to ult to touch, because otherwise, if I would have whined in, I would have been affected by the Dumber ult. That's why I needed to activate my ult early to go in for the touch. He tried to get to really. I mean, he was kind of unlucky with his ults this game, but it's fine. We lost, they won, so in the end it worked out for them. I feel like it's kind of a short game. Okay, it was like 40 minutes, but still I want to try to do another one. Maybe we get a win. So welcome back. Second game. Same same champion, same legendary, obviously. Because I said I wanted to play it again. Different map. So now playing on the fish market. Actually lucky. And, another sniper map, so to say, or another map where I could make it. I think on this map it also could work a little bit better. So the differences between the playstyles could work here a little bit better. I still want to play the selfish one, so to say. So only HEMA save, damage reduction, stuff like that. But obviously want to try a little bit more to HEMA team, because it's easier to reach them, because the map is a little bit shorter, or at least the pawn fight is a little bit shorter than, or closer than on Shattered Desert. Oh, I think my macro is about, or he didn't connect, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, kind of want to wait, maybe play a little bit more careful. Yeah, he's just running in. That's unfortunate. Kind of want to get out if possible. Yeah, just try to stay alive. I have Ceres with me, so I didn't need to use another one to get out, so to say. I kind of was confident that that she could heal me, keep me up, because Andrew probably only has, or not probably, for sure he only has quad 1, because the match just started. So I don't know why I hit my Marco there, because he's a bot. I mean, sometimes you can just hit the bots and they do something, but usually you don't waste your hits on bots. Okay, yeah, okay, he's back now. I wasn't even sure if he's still a bot, because he was just standing still, and he always stands still when you come back into the game or load in. So that's why, maybe that's why, I don't know, kind of, I don't know. See, and I always walk a little bit back to try to get the most damage, or get the most distance needed, so to say. Now I want to get back again, cause Andrew shot me in my back. I heard him, and ulting. See, that's. I think this is like the combined version you probably want to play. I don't know. I mean I'm not a pro, so it's not like that. That's the truth. What I'm saying, just my opinion. Try to do as much damage and then use your ults for your teammates. Especially for the tanks, because then it's most effective to use it on on your tanks, obviously, because it's a lot of heal and your tanks have a lot of HP, so a lot of value would get out of your ulti to bring them back to full HP. And kinda want to try to duel Strix, but he's also playing a little bit careful, I guess. I mean, he's shooting me, I'm hitting him with my axes, but no one really finishes out, so to say, because we both get behind cover as soon as we get low or whatever. You also could play like a little bit more confident, but I personally like to get behind cover when getting low, because I don't feel that comfortable that I could say I will hit the next X for sure to kill him or to hit him or whatever. I don't really want to ult here because it's only 12 seconds left. I was kind of confident that my core would just survive raw ult because the rest of the team wasn't really there. Nan was there, but no DPS. My service was there. Core was full HP at the second he got ulted, so pretty sure that he would survive. That's why I didn't ult for him. Oh, and I also again want to pick Ragga just because it's Aegis and Nano, and Aegis and Nano is even worse than Fortress Breaker Ash, because Nano, I think he also could have his shield up every time, or I mean, it's I think in the beginning maybe the cooldown, if you max it out without Chronos obviously, is 4 seconds or something like that, but it's still so much that I don't want him to have his shield up the whole time. I could have vined into ult for my Ashe, but she was behind cover. She was safe there in my opinion. I also saw where the enemy team was, where the DPS was, so to say. I knew they couldn't reach her in time, so that's why I didn't bind into ult Ashe. Want to get back, but also want to get the extra damage. That's why I went out. I mean, I could have just walked, but I wanted to get extra damage, whatever. That's why I vined out, even though I didn't hit him or couldn't see him, but you never know. I was thinking about ulting, and then I was like, well, no, I don't really need to ult. Yeah, my ping is high again. I guess it's a ping thing. I wanted to save her, but I don't know. She kinda, I don't know. It needed too long to either play my ult animation or let my ult start, whatever, because of ping delay, or my game needed too long to show that the service died. That's why I probably shouldn't go for last second saves. That hit me? Okay. Because it's not working with high ping. It's just the delay is too big or whatever. That's why I shouldn't go for last second saves. I don't know. Okay, that's Strix. I wasn't sure where he is. I was a little bit afraid that he's waiting for me if I push left. Overrated by Core. He should be dead, yes. Okay, I think good spot here. Yes. Yeah, and see, I think the maximum damage you could do is 10-20. Let's see if we can push it. I'm not really sure if we can. I think oh no! Yeah, that's my bad. This time I wanted to ult early to save her, and then we didn't really need it. So that's why I just want to get more robust to charge it back faster. I think the legend or the loadout I play currently, the DR one, like the damage reduction one after my Q, is pretty good, especially against another sniper, because there it matters who sustains longer or whatever, who could take more damage. That's why I think this might, or against snipers, this might the better legendary, the better loadout. Sorry, I always say legendary when I want to talk about loadout.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I don't know, just Haven, because I want to get even more damage reduction to maybe sustain 3 shots against 6. I mean, if I use my Q, I should already be able to maybe use or get hit by 3 shots. I don't have the exact numbers in my head, like when he's doing headshots, when he's not doing headshots. Like there's a lot of differences. You could I don't know, calculate it for yourself now. See, here I used the heal to make sure I receive less damage. Although I didn't really, or don't really need it against the Nano, because Nano's fireball doesn't need that much damage, but anyway, wanted to do it. You could just calculate it now, how much Haven, how much DR you need to sustain so many shots to be sure when to actually run out, when to stay in the fight or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I love this Grover skin, it's so cool. And here I kind of spam for this one. I mean, I could also push up to the other side, but I don't really need it. And quick game, so I think it's a good, I don't know, good. One lost, 1-1. The other one was a little bit shorter, so this one. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've had a nice day. Always remember, don't forget, you guys are awesome.